Then who's dead? We're buggered. Ralphie's dead. We are buggered. We always lose. Well, I say we always lose. We'll see. Every time I've done this and one of my teams died, I've failed. So, yeah. I'm not holding my breath that we're going to do well. Right. Okay, we gotta keep Vargas alive. Otherwise we get the bad ending. He got himself killed again. We got one of the bad endings. In fact, if I remember correctly, the only time I kept the general alive was the time we went this way and I forgot to record it. So I'm going with that potentially being a thing to consider. Alright. On our own over there. Alright, that good enough cover. There's fairly decent cover options around here, actually. Gonna have to have Thomas or Rex follow Vargas. Not Rex, Tex. Gotta keep him healed. Tex has got better health than Thomas, actually. Okay. Can't run in about too long. We've got to get this thingy, this conversation out of the way. There we go. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. You're wasting our power-ups times.
You are a threat to our existence. We are the because. But wow, selection.
Come on, try and kill us if you can. And you can, trust me. We know you can. Okay, so Vargas is coming with us. Yeah. Luckily, they missed. Surprised they haven't killed her yet. Oh, there you go. She's dead. Who was that? Zed? That was Zed. Right. Switch to that gun. We've got a cutter. We've got a lobber. Let's take the lobber out. He does damage to multiples at once. Good day to die. Good bit of cover. Who can you see? You can see two synth sharpshooters. So nice. And do that again. One sharpshooter down. That's why I gave you the Sriracha or whatever it was called. Ralph. Oh, Vargas is in front of you. If he wasn't in front of you, I might have got away with the bloody... I might have got away with using the shotgun. Oh, go for it, Vargas. And you know what? I didn't take too kindly to that, so here. Bang. Another one down. Another one bites the dust. Sharpshooter. Who else is around there? Anyone? Nobody? Alright, Zed. Get into cover there. Alright, Doc. What's up? What's up, Doc? Go there. Stick of heels on Z. And then go there. Right. Now neutron projector. She can see. Cool. 1, 2. Please don't get shot. Tex. Not far enough forward to get a shot off with that thing. And you get a shot off with it now. No, you can't. Ambush mode then. Resistance is futile. Oh no. Ow! Kekabar, move. Better. Well, at least it shot its own thing. Kekabar's gonna die. They really needed their own healers. Those leather pants are doing wonders for her. Well, they were doing wonders for her. Now they got holes in them, like she has. Alright. Round it. And shoot it again. Come on, come on, come on. Headshot. 78%? No? Okay then, just a normal shot. Oh, so close. Finish it. Yes. Oh, we're doing superb this time so far. And turn. Ralphie. Yay. Look at you, kid. Nothing to shoot, nothing to kill. Alright, there's one. Alright. That's Vargas, isn't it? Where's Tex? Tex is there. So let's come forward to there. Oh, stay alive, will you? Thank you. Chomp, chomp, chomp. Oh, ouch. Oh, now we got more friends. Another lobber. Again with the lobbers. Exterminate. Oh dear. Right, that was a bit of an exterminate, to be honest. You know what? You two go for this. You and the doc go for that. 1. And 2. And 3 to there. Although I am standing you both together in lobbing territory. Not a good idea, but is what it is. And what have you got left? 6. You can stick 5 bullets into it. Nice. And then move away a bit. They're holding their own enough to keep them occupied. As long as they're keeping them occupied, they're not shooting us. Alright. And then that one. And again. Well done. Now, are we on Tex yet? No, we're not. You know what? Crouch for now. Tex, heal the kid. There we are. What have you got left? 6. So come around there. Shoot. Whoa! Whoa! He thought about it for a second, then before he collapsed. He was like, did I just get shot? Did somebody shoot me? Alright, 1, 2. Okay. Actually, probably should have gone on double shot and then crouched or come back in. That would have been more sensible. Can she see that one? She can't. Oh, we're going to have to ruin the joyous protection that she's had. Okay. Oh, she can't see it? Seriously? Or is it out? No, it's sight blocked. Anything else? Damn it. No, I'm going to have to take her out of a perfect protection zone. Round there. Can you see the damn thing? Not yet. But that should mean he can't see you. But can you see this one? Yes, you can. Nicely done. And you can see those two. That's handy. 2 left up there. Is there any more coming that way? Might be worth running her up there. Sniping from here. Yes. And turn. Danforth? No, Thermal Campbell, whatever your name is. And there's Danforth. He is holding the fort for us. Literally. Hey! General, get in the bloody Matthias, idiot. I cannot believe... Oh, there we go. See? I can't believe the dogs lasted this long. Who's got the grenade? Somebody had a grenade, didn't they, in our team? Was it? It was Ralphie, wasn't it? Has Ralphie died? Oh no, he's mending. But he's not... You can't access his inventory when he's unconscious. Yes. This is a shame. 1 and 3 attacks or 2 attacks? You know what? Let's go for 3 attacks. 1, 2, 3. And back off a bit. And then Doc. 8 bullets. I wonder how much damage you can do. Here's a question. Can you do more damage with that? Twice. Probably. It's got more armor penetration. While it's close enough, you don't have to waste too many hit points getting there. Switch to your backup. There you go. Go on. Just like that. And then even crouch to avoid... Give yourself a bit of a... Okay. Your gun's not very good, apparently. Shoot. Can't see that one anyway. Shoot again. And you need to reload. That's annoying. 6. That's right on the limit of what you can see. Can't even see him. Damn it. Can you see this one? You can. Unfortunately, you need 3 to get him up. If you had 1 more hit point, I could have left you in charge of shooting it. Right, Rex. Okay. There you go, 2 bullets, mate. And he even got a spare 4. Can't heal myself, which is kind of annoying. Or should I say, can't heal Rex. And turn. Cutter. We're doing alright. Send you to the Great Serpent. Could shoot that one. Still can't see that one. Or that one. Can't see them either. That's a bit worrying. Them two are going to finish that off between them. Alright. Can I... Four. With that, yeah, I've only got 3 AP though. Damn it. 2. Sharpshooter. Still can't see that one. 87% chance to get a headshot. Try it. Well done. Well done. Right. Back off a bit. Can't see the dog. Right. Ouch. Ouch. Well done, General. Well done, General. Hit it. We're just going to both hammer it to death. Nicely done. Right. Get up here into that cover. Switch to that. And shoot him. Good shot. You're the same. Get up here. You don't. Oh, really? That's annoying. Really annoying. Switch back. Ambush. Oh, no, I should have healed you. What was I doing? Being an idiot. Should have used 2 heals on Zed. Oh, that doesn't come back to bite us in the ass. Like that? Oh, idiotic. Should have healed them both. Really? Alright. Has that got any? It has. Oh, no, I can reach that one anyway. I meant that. That can't reach. Never mind. Well, 2 bullets. Good. Just take it out. Take it out. It's easier. Then get back into a better cover. Because you can't heal yourself. And your turn. The vulture strikes. Does she? Can strike that thing. Really? We can't see him? Alright, we'll finish that. And then get farther away. Okay. He has now got things annoying him on his other side. Anything that you can shoot with that? No. Run forward then. We've lost the dock. We've lost the dock, which is kind of annoying. Right. Tex. Just run over here. We're going to need to pick up some med packs. We're in a position where we've lost somebody far enough into the fight that we might actually be able to do it. Now, we kept the dock alive in the bad ending we got. But, you know, is what it is. You get what you're given, not what you want. Yeah. Zed, can you shoot that? No, you can't. Now, that is annoying. Still can't see it. Ambush mode. Come forward. Shot 1. Shot 2. Alright, we're whittling him. We're whittling him. And back into cover. Vulture, can you see it now? No, he's out of your range. That's why. If you go there, it's not going to matter because it changes to 7. Go there then. Wait till next time. You'll get him. If he's still alive. Poor doctor. Oh, go on, Danforth. Vargas with the win. Alright. Everyone, over here, we need to pick up the doctor's gear. We'll take the sword. Take the ammo. Meds. Meds.
You have fought these few shells.
We'll keep his ammo on him.
Have been acquired. We are expanding exponentially.
How do I drop the bloody thing? There's stuff I don't need. Send that to X or somebody. Right.
Every hour shell.
Tex, you're gonna have to do the healing now.
Will become another
Again.
extension of ourself. Your
Okay, Ranger Citadel. Okay.
It's not personal.
Where's...
Well, shit.
Yeah.
Rangers, I hate to say it, but I can think of only one way to stop that transmission, destroy the computers, and kill every carrier the Ch.2 has infested before we run out of time. You're gonna have to get up to Min's workshop, get that nuke he was working on, and detonate it. It'll mean the end of Ranger Citadel, and maybe you with it. But it'll get the job done.
Yes, it will, General.
Rangers, it's time to do what you were born to do. Save humanity. Nuke these fuckers and send them straight to hell.
Yep.
Rangers.
Is anybody else left?
It's an emotion.
Kekabaz's dead too, I think. Oh, well, that's a shame. Danforth survived.
Our defense system.
Run. No. Run. Up we go.
The best strategy for removing it. You are a threat. You will be removed. Our original work was to assess threats to the United States. But when we became so
Blowing the place
There
up.
you are. Phew.
Really?
we began to assess threats to ourselves.
Geniuses.
After you were brave enough to charge in here on your... Are you ready to go now? There don't seem to be any more robots to kill up here.
What? Not yet. We need to set up the nukes.
What? But didn't you defeat Matthias and his robots?
Not the AI.
Horrible. I'll get this thing ready for takeoff.
He looked around there. What's the status?
I'm afraid everyone is dead. Robots and Rangers both. Poor old Min was shot to pieces in front of his lab. But it looks like he managed to rig... You're all
Lovely.
clear, kid. Now let's blow this thing and go home.
All right. All right. Run. 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 Bloody...
Could not unmake us.
Which one's his lab? Is it that one or this one?
To the Citadel Star Station.
It's either that one or the next one.
This turn, a meteor
No, that's the prison.
from the Soviet ICBM.
Oh, let's not waste our time. No, quicker.
This was a miscalculation. First, survive the
Quicker, Tinker.
second, the star station was destroyed by missiles, and that node was lost. We were trapped in base code Ch.2 with no access to exterior systems. We attempted to rectify the first problem by ordering the base code Ch.2 robots to exterminate all of them.
Right, what's the situation? M38 David Crockett. Doesn't appear to be a timing circuit in this atrocity of engineering, just a detonate button. However, if someone were to stay behind and sacrifice themselves, they could detonate the nuke once everyone else was well and clear of Ranger Citadel. God. No time, it looks like one of us has to sacrifice themselves. Any volunteers? Yeah.
I had a feeling it would come to this. You all better get the hell out of here. We ain't got much time.
Well, you going to do it, sir? We'll screw it. We all go. It's not your time, sir, to be honest.
Well, how about that? That's a real Desert Ranger talking, ladies. Back when you started, I wasn't sure you had it in you. More fool me. You are one of the finest Rangers I've had the honor to command.
Yeah.
The next generation shall hear the tales of your achievements. Well, what are you all waiting for? Get to the chopper. I got a button to push.
Oh, okay. Oh. We have saved the world, or at least this small piece of it. Setting off Min's cobbled-together nuke inside Ranger Citadel destroyed the AI and all its minions, and prevented its source code from broadcasting and propagating to other computers, robots, and augmented humans. The AI's robotic future has been prevented. Unfortunately, explosion also made Ranger Citadel an uninhabitable irradiated hell pit for the next few centuries, which means the Desert Rangers are once again looking for a new home. Until they find one, they have set up a temporary headquarters at the site of Ace's murder, using the radio tower there as their means of communication, and have ironically dubbed the place the New Ranger Citadel. I mean, why did they go back to the prison? Because Danforth was still alive and surely he was working with them. Sadly, Vargas's sacrifice has robbed Arizona of one of its most experienced, effective leaders. And though the Rangers will certainly survive and the waste recover without him, the future will likely not be the peaceful, prosperous place it might have been had he lived to guide it to greatness. AG Center. The loss of the AG Center has been a great blow to both the Wasteland and the Desert Rangers. Without the fresh produce that Matt Forrestal and his team once distributed across Arizona, many communities are starving and raiders are now stealing carrots and tomatoes the way they used to steal guns and ammo. Even the Rangers are feeling a pinch, with many teams going out on patrol fortified with nothing but half portions of rat soup. In addition, outbreaks of the mutant plant and insect growth are flaring up all over the wastes, turning towns and farms into nightmare jungles. Many mourn the deaths of Matt and his chief scientist, Kathy Lawson, as well as all the other researchers and farmers who were lost during the destruction. We have got the serum though, so surely we can deal with the plants. Plus, starving takes longer than dehydration. Hypool. Thanks to your timely intervention and thoroughness in Hypool saving their irrigation system and decisively defeating the wrecking crew, the fortified town's safety has been assured and its reservoirs remain strong and secure, ensuring that the Arizona waste will have plentiful drinking water and irrigation for the foreseeable future. See, so we can grow more food. It's just a case of making sure we can do it. And with new Mayor Kate Preston in charge now, relations between Hypool and the Rangers have improved dramatically, with increased patrols in the Hypool area and more frequent deliveries of fresh water to the Rangers. Yep. The Real Nomad. Thanks to your help, the Topicans are in full control of Real Nomad and no longer have the Atchinsons to blame for their troubles. Sadly, this does not mean their troubles are over, though they have conscripted, some would say enslaved, an army of hobos and junkies to lay new tracks and repair old ones. The expansion of the rail system is going slowly and the work is dangerously shoddy. The trains are running, but services is so limited that nobody is using it and the Topicans are rapidly going broke. Yeah, couldn't get them to be nice, which was a shame. Making their recovery even slower is the power struggle that's broken out in the wake of Kekaba's death in the battle for Ranger Citadel. Nor has his death helped relations between the Rangers and Real Nomad. couldn't help, he kept running into them. With the rail thieves' camp empty after you drove them away, the Topicans have turned the area into a forced labour camp, where the conscripted hobos and junkies make ties and rails for their train tracks. True to her word, when peace failed, Melissa headed for the town hall to try to cut off Kekaba's head. She was killed by his choppers before she even had a chance to draw her machete. Well, with the CDI machine finally in his possession, Quarks no longer has his holy grail to search for, and he's lost interest in gaming. This has led to a new interest in the world around him, which is how he met Anna. They were recently married and are looking forward to a long and happy life together. Oh, well. The prison. With the treaty signed, the Red Scorpion militia remains in control of Happy Valley in eastern Arizona, but Commander Danforth has begun initiating reforms, and the RSM are more closely following the rules of law these days, as well as actively cooperating with the Rangers, exchanging prisoners and helping each other hunt down fugitives from justice. So yeah, they are basically part of the Rangers now. Released and dishonorably discharged from the Rangers for public drunkenness, Rick Bachowski took over his dead brother Red Scrapyard, where he now enjoys operating heavy equipment and drinking too much. Temple of Titan. You would have thought disarming a nuclear warhead would be a good thing, and maybe in the long term it will be. But for now, with the fear of Titan gone and the Diamondback militia and the former servants of the Mushroom Cloud at each other's throats and ignoring their duties as peacekeepers, chaos reigns in this canyon with bandits and hijackers raiding caravans with impunity. People be free to do what they want. Demonta. Because you so decisively dealt with the robot threat, Demonta is safe again and able to rebuild. The people who fled the danger have returned, businesses are reopening, and trade is beginning to pick up. In the shadow of the radio tower, Werewolf Wally keeps spinning the hits and K-Pow and gives shout-outs to the Rangers every day. Now that Bin is back with them and safe from being taken over by the AI because you stopped it from broadcasting its source code, Hector and Carla at the El Sagan are getting back to normal and cooking up their old family recipes again, though they constantly worry about Bin's artificial heart. I've still got a basket. I mean, come on. The bodies of Hoppy and Maggie were given a hero's welcome when the Rangers brought them back to Demonta. They were buried side by side in the yard out behind their body shop. Yeah, poor buggers. Clyde still hasn't recovered from the deaths of his friends at the Silent Springs Water Company, but determined that their mission to bring water to everyone who can pay for it should not die, he has taken over the business, and now he never runs out of water. Thanks to you, the mayor is back in charge and working hard of Rhodia to reverse the damage done by the jerks. His first order of business was to throw out Gecko, install a new bank manager, and start using scrap as the town's official currency again. Accounts have been reopened and people have money to spend again, causing the economy to thrive. His second order of business was to order the farmers to diversify their crops. Agave remains a small part of every farmer's yield, but all kinds of fruits and vegetables are being grown now. People are eating well, and there is plenty to trade to other communities. Rhodia prospers. Okay. With all their differences forgiven and forgotten, Dante and Virgil have combined their farms and are busy living happily ever after. With the disease that plagued the town cured, the citizens of Rhodia once again thrive, while Dr. Harchester continues to work to keep them happy and healthy. Reunited at last, Pistol Pete and his wife have decided they don't want to risk being separated again, so they've sold their farm and now travel their ways together. A mobile mom-and-pop gun shop. Gun shop? Gun shop. Angel Oracle. Oh, bloody hell. Though you hope the Mannerites foil the Robinson plot and consolidate their power, their refusal to give up the custom of ritualistic cannibalism has proved to be a bad decision. Incidences of brain disease are appearing more frequently, and the rumour of the Mannerites' dark secret has begun to spread throughout Los Angeles, causing them to be shunned and attacked wherever they go. The power and influence is shrinking rapidly. Wonder if I should have spoke to him again after I broke their refrigerator. Reunited after you saved Fletcher from execution, Fletcher and Elizaveta have decided they can't trust either the Mannerites or the Robinsons and have left the Angel for a new life in Hollywood. They thank you every day for their rescue. Making porn films together, probably. Hollywood! With the peace between Hollywood and Griffin Park finally a reality, Ascension McDade and Veronica are working together to bring about reforms in both communities. For his part, Ascension converts the militia into security officers, charged with protecting the Bastion of Faith and nothing more. The evangelists he orders to become doers of good work, manning soup kitchens and hallway houses in Hollywood. As for the vigilance, they have become the diligence and have put aside the Gospels of James King in order to seek out and study older and more reliable Bibles. Finally, he has freed the penitents and commanded all his followers to take no more. Meanwhile, in Hollywood, Veronica reforms the HCC and turns the HSP into an actual police force, sending them to close down the salt labs and chase the salt dealers and slavers out of Hollywood. Under her guidance, the town is becoming safe for everyone, not just for the tourists. With the salt lab destroyed and the salt dealers gone, George and Martha are having a great year. The new shop is busy night and day. They're thinking of adding a smoking lounge and back deck. Rambo is very happy. There's peace between Holliday and the Salvation Church. Now he's the official supplier of arms and armaments to both the HSP and God's militia, and he is getting rich. With Duke dead and Veronica in charge, Flo is finally able to run Schwags the way she's always wanted to. As a safe place for folks to see and be seen, she keeps a lookout for slavers and predators and reports anyone suspicious to Veronica personally. Back in business thanks to the change in leadership at the HCC, Ma Brown is packing them in at the Brown Crown. People come from as far away as Santa Fe Springs to try a famous chili, and almost 85% of them make it home again without getting sick. Raji has been honoured by Veronica for working so hard for so many years to keep homeless runaways safe, and she has given him the Hotel California, which had been where the salt dealers plied their trade, to use as a hostel and clinic for runaways and drug addicts. He's also now a proud member of the new HCC. Like every business in Hollywood, Manny's Chinese casinos benefited from the influx of new tourists, and Manny is making money hand over fist. We have nothing to fear from Grauman's blackmail now that Heidi is no longer the head of the HCC. Manny strangles Grauman with his bare hands and dumps him in the sewers. Now he's living it up for the first time in a long time. Life is good. Freed from the Bastion of Faith along with the rest of the penitents, once Ascension took power, Maggie moved to Hollywood to get a job working at Schwags, where she serves shakes and burgers and helps Flo look out for predators. As soon as Louis Bermudez was freed from the Bastion, he and his brother Alex headed back home, but not to settle down. Angered by their treatment of the Hands of the Salvation Church, they formed an anti-cult militia, dedicated to wiping out faith-based armies of all kinds. Though out of respect for Ascension for freeing them and making peace with Hollywood, they have agreed to lay off the Salvation Church for now. Disgusted by what the Salvation Church had become under her husband's leadership and glad to be free of his clutches, Fealty has wholeheartedly endorsed Ascension's reforms and is working hand in hand with him to make sure his policies are accepted. The Rangers. Without any remains found at the site of the helicopter crash, Angela is still listed as missing, but the Rangers gave her a funeral anyway. Her headstone reads, Angela Deaf has called his daughter home. Maybe. Since helping you defeat the base Cochise AI and its synthetic minions, Vulture's Cries returned to her tribe and has recommended expanding their contacts with Arizona, which she calls a land of honorable allies. Since helping you defeat the evil AI, Ralphie has decided he's done with the Rangers' life and has returned to Rail Nomad, where he's doing his best to help rebuild the fractured town. Well, he's probably the most experienced person they've got now. In honor of the heroism that cost him his life in the battle for Ranger Citadel, the Rangers buried Brother Thomas as a desert ranger. Her gravestone reads, he lost his faith but never his honor. Sorry, kiddo.